thought as I'm doing my reformer, but what if the stability that you've been trying to call in, right? So if you've been stuck in this place of trying to be financially stable or get that job or that opportunity, what if all of the work that you've been doing has been watering bamboo? A lot of times we expect things to grow like, a dandelion, like weeds. The second you mow, it comes up again, you know what I mean? But what if you're growing bamboo? Because as we all know, dandelions, they do not last very long. As quick and bright and fast as they come, they don't last. But bamboo, it grows and grows and grows underneath the surface for such a long time. And then out of nowhere, all of it sprouts out fast and hard. And bamboo is much stronger, longer lasting than dandelions. What if you've been sowing your time and energy into the garden of bamboo, not waiting for instant gratification of seeing a pretty dandelion from simply just dropping a seed, but all the time and effort of sowing into bamboo? No one saw the progress. No one even saw what you were planting in your garden. They just saw you tirelessly working, and then all of a sudden, out from underneath your feet, everything that you've been working on sprouts all at once. And it sprouts fast. And it lasts. Actually, it's so good, in fact, that you can cut it down as it continues to grow for you. So now you have unlimited, passive income, because you can now sell whatever it is that you've been sowing by taking pieces of it. And you can now cut pieces of that, right? But it's going to continue to grow because it's built roots and fortified its roots underneath the ground. It's going to keep coming back. And it's a product that people want. It's quality. Not a lot of people are going to buy a dandelion from you because it'll wither away real quick. And it's easy to find a dandelion. Just go to a field. Why would I buy it from you? It is a lot harder to come across bamboo. But it takes a lot more consistency and sacrifice of instant gratification in order to create bamboo. Something of quality, something that is self-sustaining, and something that brings you passive income and generational wealth. So maybe the question isn't, why does everyone else have dandelions? Why does everyone else have dandelions and I don't, right? Maybe the question isn't that. Maybe the question is, what have you actually been tending to? What is in your garden? If we stop comparing what everybody else's gardens are, we won't get distracted into watering our own gardens and comparing what their success, their dandelions look like, immediate gratification looks like. And what if you just focused on what it is you're actually growing, paid less attention to what everyone else is growing, clap for them, want to see them succeed, but not comparing what your fruits of your labor are going to be in comparison to what someone else is. You're not building the same things. And if you're building the same thing with a name, you might not be building it with the same kind of firm foundation. What you're building is built by your hands, with your ethics, with your ideas, with your concepts, and sometimes it needs more time to solidify under the ground so that it becomes something of generational and self-sustaining wealth and income. If you aren't low quality, you're not going to be picking dandelions and hoping someone buys it from you. As much as I love dandelions, I can get them for free. If you are a higher quality person and you are continuing to go forward even though you don't see the progress yet, it will literally sprout underneath your feet. Everything that you're working on underneath your feet, in your home and your stability and your work and your ideas and your thoughts and your entrepreneurship and your relationships, anything that you're working and sowing your water in underneath your feet, that's going to be what grows. So what if you're not growing a field of dandelions? What if you're growing the bamboo?